You know, the Exodus is a great example of God doing things the way that He wants to do things. God had already told Abraham way back in Genesis chapter 15 that the people would be slaves for 400 years. And this is now the end of 430 years that God has showed up with Moses to deliver them out. But as you watch the process in the book of Exodus, you find out that God's not delivering them in the way that they wanted to be delivered, nor in the way that Moses wanted them to be delivered. Look in 5:22, it says, "Then Moses turned to the Lord and said, 'O Lord, why have you done evil to this people? Why did you ever send me? For since I came to Pharaoh to speak in your name, he has done evil to this people, and you have not delivered your people at all.' But the Lord said, 'Now you shall see what I will do to Pharaoh. For with a strong hand he will send them out, and with a strong hand he will drive them out of this land.'" God was doing it His way. Throughout this story, you will see that. Even when they get up to the banks of the Red Sea, the people begin to complain and say, "Lord, did you bring us out into the wilderness to kill us?" And all of a sudden the seas begin to part. God was not doing it in the way that they wanted it done. He was doing it in the way that most glorified Him. It required Him. God will begin to intervene, and He will, with His mighty hand, move His people from slavery to freedom. And He's done the same thing with us, has He not? He has rescued us from the domain of darkness and transferred us into the kingdom of light. But even in that kingdom of light, we find it difficult as God tests us and He tries us and He takes us through things which are not necessarily what we would have done. You need to understand this, that ultimately for you and me, that what God has promised for us is ultimately going to be found in eternity. That through difficulties here, just as the disciples claimed in the book of Acts, through many trials and tribulations, we will enter the kingdom of God. He's doing the same thing with us today.